Howdy. I am completely tangentless today. And so what comes out of my mouth might be incredibly dry, dull, boring, other words that we could use. I'm trying to think of any discourse that might have happened, which is a dangerous sign that you've run out of actual words that are worthwhile saying. Make your profile picture just a thumbs down? Yeah, but it's not the same. It's the Baldy and he's playing the Baldy. I've always played the Baldy. Look how many games I've got on that bald motherfucker. It's not the same as like the Kazuya's though, that you see like 12,000 games on and it's like, brother, you just know how to hell sweep an electric. What the fuck are you doing? How do you have 12,000 games on this guy? I was playing Tekken 8 earlier today with Ed, not the full version, but the demo that is on Steam. And so I'm going to be used to being able to step more than I currently am able to. Like there, that would have missed. That would have definitely whiffed. Leon Massage, my third favorite YouTuber. There's a guy called Leon Massey. He might end up being your least favorite. I think all of my favorite YouTubers at this point are like, they're all just old people. And so maybe I'm thinking you as a viewer are a reflection of who you watch. And it's like, when I was 15, I would watch people that were like 22, and I would be like, holy based, I want to be him. And then now, at the age of 26, I'm watching people that are 35, and I'm like, holy shit, I want to be him. And so maybe right now, people are like, I don't know, like, if I had to make a guess, 16 to 21 average viewership. And so they're probably going to look at me in like 3 years time and go like, this guy was fucking insane. What the hell's wrong with him? Did he realize that you could just, you know, instead of complaining about how you haven't been outside in a while, you could actually just, you know, like walk outside of the house? Crazy concept. What do you mean go outside? It's the thing where you open your front door. Americans might not be able to. I've heard that the infrastructure around them is pretty bad. The ground only allows them to drive instead of walk. Horrible existence for them. Pour one out for the Americans. You might be living in one of the most wealthy countries in the world, but your daily existence sucks. I know. It's hard to believe, but especially when your national anthem tries to brainwash you otherwise, but you are living in a hellhole. Why did this guy keep telling people die and get shot? Because I'm mad as hell. I didn't develop the sense of empathy that I was supposed to as a child, and now I'm just, you know, a little bit wrong in the brain every once in a while. No, you motherfucker! I wanted to counter hit that. Here in Brazil, walking outside means getting shot. Okay, well, I'll pull one out for you. That's pretty tough. I didn't realize that Brazil is only like 3 hours behind UK time. I was looking at the map for the Tekken 8 release, and like the time specifically where it gets the global release, and I was like, I was in shock. I didn't realize that the world was as small as it really is. This is like when you go on holiday to a completely different country and you see like a schoolmate that you haven't seen in 7 years. And it's like, how's this happened? How has the world become so small? You remember when you were really young and you would look at like a slide outside and you'd go, holy shit, that's the biggest slide. There must be nothing larger on the planet. And then you walk past that same slide at the age of 20 as a fully grown adult and you go, what the fuck? It's the size of me. How did this happen? Which old man am I playing in Tekken 8? Probably Kuma. Kuma is the only old man that I'm like super on board with. Although I'm almost guaranteed to not like his movement now that I think about it. And so I'm worried that I'm going to get really excited to play Kuma on day one. And then 2 hours later, drop him. But, other than that, Devil Jin. And then, if I don't like Devil Jin, Leroy. And then if I don't like Leroy, then I'll go to whatever character probably has the most explosive movement. Movement is like a huge thing that I will probably care about. And it will be like, I'll need it to be like snappy. Like, you know how in Tekken 8 it kind of feels a little weird to backdash? And maybe this is just me, maybe I'm like on cat, but for me, in Tekken 8 at the moment, when I backdash, I feel as though I kind of like slowly accelerate, as opposed to like instantly go from top speed to slowly decaying. But if I can find a character that feels different in that it's like you start at your top speed and then you just keep going, then I'm like, might be my guy. I only played Jin, which seemed fine, but I've heard the complaint. I don't know if it's like character specific, that's the thing. It might just be a character specific thing. It comes out at 11 PM in England, and then you can, it's all the exact same time that it's releasing. So take that time and figure out what time it comes out in your country with. Tekken 8 is like Tekken 7, but +1. And I'm gonna level with you. After playing a little bit more of the Tekken 8 demo with Ed today, they feel like completely fucking different games. I'm not going to say that it feels like a better game, because I think that every single fighting game, as we all know, has a honeymoon period. Street Fighter 6 seems to have finally exited its honeymoon phase, and now there's only haters left. But I do think that it feels pretty fucking good. Am I a character loyalty or gameplay purist? It depends on the character. Like Heihachi, I'm a character purist. Heihachi gets put in a game, I'm like, I'm playing that motherfucker right here, right now. Give me PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, give me this. Give me Soul Calibur 2. Is it Soul Calibur 2 that Heihachi is in? I don't know. Any of them. I'm playing Heihachi. But if it's like, oh, you're gonna play Under Night, it's like, well, I'll probably try Carmine, but I'll probably not enjoy him, and then I'll like experiment with the cast, and then I'll go, this game's too complicated. MK1 left the honeymoon period within the first week. They're making too many Mortal Kombats, to be fair. Like, in the time that it took one Street Fighter to come out, 3 Mortal Kombats came out. No, wait, I'm lying. 2 Mortal Kombats came out. But that's still too many. It was like Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. And then it's like, by the time that, like, one Street Fighter game has come out, we're at, like, Mortal Kombat 1, and people are just like, didn't we just play this, like, 2 years ago? And it's like, yeah, you did, but, you know... I've been dooming about heat since day one, but it'll probably benefit me as a mechanic. I don't think that it's, like, super doomer. I think that it's, like... I think it's silly, don't get me wrong, but, like, I'm fine with that. I don't want Tekken 7 2. I want Tekken 8. And the heat system seems to at least have made Tekken 8 feel like a new Tekken game, as opposed to this game with DLC. I also kind of hate NetherRealm's combo routes. I don't like a 2D fighting game with strings. The fact that you have moves hidden inside of, like, other button combinations like Tekken, but in a 2D game, for some reason it just, like, strikes my brain wrong. Because Giga's cool, what do you mean? Gigas is... I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to you, I'm sorry to King J, and I'm sorry to the one other person that knows Gigas exists without having to be prompted. But Gigas is lame as hell. Like, this motherfucker's boring as hell. He's a big guy with no interesting features. Now, Ancient Ogre, now that's a different discussion. Ancient Ogre is a big guy who can do full screen fire and also has a big snake for an arm. I don't know any of his fucking moveset outside of those two things, but I look at him and I go, that's a fucked up guy. You look at Gigas and you go, he's red, and that's about it. Oh, buff Gigas, please, would be disappointed. Okay, you've got a point. There's the third person that I couldn't remember. Oh, boring ass character. Oh, and I think, if I remember correctly, there was an English player called Talon that played Gigas, and I'm sorry to them as well. Bro only likes his quirky little guys. Quirky little guys and old men. They're the two characters that I like. I definitely need to, like, put, like, a little something on the screen that just says, I'm going to be playing Kuma in Tekken 8. Because who are you going to be playing in Tekken 8 is, like, every, like, 10th message. Unrelated question, is Tekken 7 easy to learn, and is it worth to play after Tekken 8 comes out? I can't afford Tekken 8, but I own Tekken 7. I think that this game's good. I still think that Tekken 8 is very good. I can't lie, but a lot of people do... I wouldn't say they don't like this game, but they've got very heated opinions about this game after having played it for years and years and years. So, to me, yes. But in a week's time, I don't know how many people are going to be playing this shit, if I'm being completely honest. I just hate rage arts. I don't like rage arts. I don't like rage drives. I don't like the lack of ability to sidestep. It's not that it's literally useless, but it's like, it's a bit too... It feels a bit too specific at times. And then there's other times where it's like, oh, it just feels right. Like, you know, I stepped that. Of course I stepped that. But that doesn't mean that I don't think that it's a terrible game. I think that it's just a game with a lot of flaws, depending on what you like. If people are wondering, okay, so I like old men in my fighting games. For some reason, I always gravitate towards old man fighting game character. But I'm not all too interested in Victor because one, he kind of looks like he plays a little like Noctis in parts. And two, they didn't need to give him a sword. It's just too much. You gave me an old man in a tuxedo that has a gun and is French. That is plenty. And then you decide to give him a sword? Too much. Cool it off. Get rid of it. I'm worried that Tekken 8 will be a bit too aggressive, considering that every new system rewards playing aggressively. I agree. I think that it's definitely like a concern, but at the same time, they made sidestepping better. And so I think that it's going to be more interesting to play the kind of like quick defense kind of game. I think that you're definitely right in that like long defensive situations, like the kind of long 10-second back and forth might not be as interesting, but that kind of like 4-move interaction where you're like sidestepping and they're sidestepping and you're like forcing whiffs out of everything, I think that will probably end up being more interesting. And so I might be fine with it being a bit too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Do you like Goken from Street Fighter? Yes. Goken is probably my favorite Street Fighter 4 character, question mark? Now that I've said it, I'm like not confident that that's actually true. But, you know, recency bias intact. Yeah, I would say Goken's my favorite. Oh, Street Fighter 4 character. Is he in other Street Fighters? Street Fighter Alpha? Probably. I would imagine. Gigas lives on in Jack 8. Jack is also a motherfucker that I don't care like about at all. I forget that that character exists. Then I see Anakin playing him and I go, Anakin seems like a cool guy, but I don't care about his character. Only Street Fighter 4? Somebody's got to change that. Your new picture is mesmerizing. My new picture was 2 seconds through OBS because I went, oh, fuck. I don't really care about terms of service shit. If I'm being completely honest, you know, I'll throw a little Mario Goatsy up on the stream every once in a while. Why not? But, like, I'm just thinking to myself, do I really want to get banned right before Tekken 8 comes out? And I'm like, well, that's probably not the finest idea. He's, like, really concerned pointing at me. What the fuck you doing, man? You chatto. What is that hentai on your second monitor? Can you link it to me? What was your profile picture before that would get you banned? It was just me flipping off the camera. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure Twitch don't want profanity in their profile pictures, you know? I look at your picture and feel judged. Good. I've always said the viewer is the problem. And I kind of firmly believe that. It's really annoying how if you're a streamer or, you know, you make YouTube videos, you kind of need the audience there to feel any sense of validation and like a purpose to actually making the thing that you're making. But also at the same time, the viewer is the problem. Dumb motherfuckers that will just take you out of context for no fucking reason. Why did you cut there? Why did you cut there? What are you hiding? I'm not fucking hiding anything. The fucking time, it's a waste of time to be showing you the fucking tangent of the person that I was interviewing going off on. Stupid ass. Jesus Christ. That was a reference for me and Ed to understand and probably nobody else. You there, check out this mix-up. You there, do you have a license for that frame advantage? Come on everyone, send Leon the hentai. Oh no, not again. YouTube comments are a really bad invention. It's true. What happened to the days of being on a forum and people would call you an asshole, but because of the word filter, they would spell it with like $signs and shit? Whatever happened to that? The good old days. I guess being a YouTuber is like a moral crime. Instead of like committing to the workforce and actually improving the lives of the people around you, you went, what if I played video games? And more importantly, pretended that I was making videos whilst I actually just think about all the research that I should be doing instead of actually doing it. Anyway, now that we've stopped being real for a second, being a YouTuber is a nonce pipeline and you're well inside it. How dare you? I'm fine with you pointing out that it's a pipeline, because Jesus, we look at the evidence. We know. But to say that I'm inside of it? Brother, what are you talking about? He's also a melee player, the nonce pipeline. See, this is the back and forth that I have in real life. Luigi has just brought it up as like a spontaneous thought inside of their mind. But this is a real problem that I have. In the two of my social circles, YouTube, all the melee players go, so the nonces, and then all of the YouTubers, whenever I talk about the melee players, they go, so the nonces. And I'm like, brother, no, what are you talking about? We're on the right side of history here every single time. What are you talking about? I wish Kazumi was in Tekken 8. I think Kazumi kind of boring. And I know that that's not an unpopular opinion. A lot of people that I know, many people have been saying this. But she just kind of like 4 moves the character in a way that isn't like fun or explosive. And I can't like, normally I would try and like actually like define what I mean by that. But here I can't. I'm just like, character just kind of boring. I wish Akuma was in Tekken 8. He was in Tekken 3. Found that out the other day. I like boring characters. I mean, Ryu and Kazumi, so based. Me playing against my mate yesterday in Third Strike, who's like, he's not, I wouldn't call him casual, but I would call him like close to casual. And he's playing Ken, and every once in a while he takes a game, and I'm like, fuck, this is hitting my soul in a way that it shouldn't. And then I pick up the boring motherfucker that is Ken. And believe me, my boring is much more effective than the standard man's boring. My boring goes crazy. Believe me, I be jumping in. I be doing close, medium, heavy. And then you know what I finish it off with? You'll never guess. Tatsu? No. Fireball? No. Super? No. DP. You know why? Because it feels easy. But it is very, very based of you to play boring as hell characters. So long as it's like boring as hell fundamentals. Boring as hell in terms of Negan, who is like, he's just gonna put you in like knowledge checks and shit. I'm like, that character's boring as hell. But when it's just like Ryu and it's just like, he's just gonna fireball better than you and DP you when you try to come in, I'm like, that's so... It's like I have all these fundamentals and I could like add some spice to my gameplay with an interesting character, but why would I when I can play boring as hell? Actually, that might be the one thing about Kazumi that I really like. Because she's got such a small moveset, you do kind of know exactly where you're supposed to step and where you're not supposed to. And so every single time you like lose a situation, it's like, damn, I feel dumb as hell. Because it's like, am I losing to Kazumi? Fuck no, you're never losing to Kazumi. You're losing to like the other person. Without a doubt. And if you are losing to Kazumi, then like, no offense, but you need to brush up on the fundies a little bit. No gon, no buy. That's what I'm saying. I do want to see Tekken experiment with, like, character sizes. Or, like, just do weird shit with your characters. Don't just give them a sword because, well, we could give them a sword. Stop doing swords. Stop doing weapons. Start doing weird shit. Make him a little man who has tiny little boxing gloves. Make him have an unblockable fireball. You won't. Swords are cool. No, they're not in Tekken. I don't like weapons in Tekken. Like, I'm fine with shit that is just like he has a very long limb. But for some reason, the moment that it's contextualized as what if it's a sword, I'm out. Bakamram, I was perfectly fine with him. Obviously, maybe not from like a balance perspective, but like everything else, he was fine. But I don't know. I looked at Noctis and I just went, please, never again. And then Negan came out, and I went, I like that I'm plus here, but other than that, please never again. They should put Sephiroth in Tekken 8. No more guest characters. Fuck guest characters. Fuck a guest character. I don't want to see a guest character. I understand that I was just praising Gon, and he's a little man, and he's not in Tekken, he's from a different IP, but fuck guest characters. I don't like guest characters. I don't want a guest character. I want to see a normal fighting game come out that isn't just like, let's just put this guy in, because I don't know why I'm saying like that as though that's a consistent trend. It's just that 2B came out recently and like Tekken 7 had quite a lot of them. I guess you also have Sam Show that had the guy from For Honor and Baiken. and also a character, also to be, question mark? Soul Calibur too? Not Soul Calibur, well, I guess Soul Calibur too. Guest characters is how you get more big number. This might be true, but also, Ed, I really seem like the kind of guy who cares about more big number. Think about my track history on YouTube. I consistently scrap videos. I make videos about Rising Thunder that nobody watches, that I'm still mad about. And I make like a video once every 4 months. If I cared about big number, then, you know. No, as in that's how you make the game sell. Yeah, but I don't give a shit how the game sells. Well, I do, under the circumstance that it means that I can get people that, like, I can play and not be like, what the fuck, everyone's too good. This is the Fightcade problem, where I want the game to be, like, goofy as hell, but then I also want people to actually play it. Bamco cares about the big number? I don't fucking care about Bamco. They didn't send me a copy of the game for free. Of course I didn't care. How the hell did I walk into a stream of a person talking about guest characters already? I mean, I'm not saying that, like, somebody in the chat was saying something about a guest character. I can't even remember. There's context. Come on. You can't walk into a live stream that's like 38 minutes deep and go like, oh yeah, like I'm picking up. There's no context that's already been established. You got the streamer icon as well. Come on, brother, you know. Oh, sorry, not you, streamer, punkduck guy. Oh, okay. I was just shooting at like a random in the street who was shooting at who I was shooting at. Oops. Don't worry, I got you. My uncle is Harada. I don't have anything to say to that. I'm glad that your uncle is Harada. I hope that he has a good day, and I hope that when he tweets about Tekken later today, he doesn't have 400 people in his replies going, where's Christy? Where's Christy? And then there's one guy going, what about Ogre? And that one guy, I'm like, I'm on your fucking team, brother. You and me till the end. I look at their tweets. They're a little bit of a fucking weirdo. They're like, yeah, actually, I think I'm not going to start there, actually. I was trying to run through, like, the controversial topic list in my head where oh my god. I was trying to run through the controversial topic head in my list that I was like, I'm not going to get in trouble for this. And then I realized every single one of them I would get in trouble for. And I'm like, let's end the bit early. When is Tekken X Street Fighter, Harada? When is Tekken X Street Fighter? You know, I reckon if we had Tekken X Street Fighter and everyone realized, actually, I don't like it when they make one game with entirely guest characters. The recent trend of guest characters would have never taken off. They would have gone, I've had my fill, I know that I don't care. And then Geralt of Rivia would have never been in Soul Calibur 6. Geralt of Rivia would have never been in Monster Hunter World. And Geralt of Rivia would have never been in Honkai Star Rail. That one's real, you can look it up, maybe? I don't know. Somebody put it on the wiki for me so that I seem correct. That would be nice. I'd greatly appreciate it. I went through a rundown with Ed earlier where he was like teaching me the system mechanics, because I didn't actually look into Heat before Tekken 8 came out. I was just like, oh, I want to treat it like a traditional video game and go in without any spoilers. But then I realized that if I'm going to be streaming on day one anyway, I don't want to have a million people in my chat go, this is actually how it works, by the way, did you know that, by the way, hold back to block? And I'm like, brother, I don't fucking care. I played this shit longer than you, and I'm better than you. But because you're in the chat, you don't have your hands on the stick. You're going, how did you drop that? How did you drop that? How did you drop that after 5 minutes of playing? Fuck you. Why am I so mad at somebody that doesn't even exist? Yet. They're going to exist in the future. Sorry, I'm having a little moment where the stress is getting to me. Sidesteps hella good in Tekken 8, I'll tell you that. I have seen that, believe me. Me and Ed were playing, me and punkduck in the chat. We were playing Tekken 8 over Parsec earlier today. And I'm not going to say that I'm like excited for it. But I'm pretty excited for it. I was like, oh shit. This kind of addresses like a lot of the problems that I've got with Tekken 7 while also being a brand new video game. It's pretty good, man. Please, for the love of God, come in right now. Whoa, I fucking said it and then you came in a little bit too early. Are you stupid? Come on. What are you doing? Look at this. Why am I playing this Kazumi over and over again? What am I doing? Putting me in the play box? I'm in the children's play place? I'm sat here having to deal with the fucking tigers? What happened to Tekken? Remember when Tekken was little dinosaurs and big ogre people with lizard hands? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. This bit fucking is in shambles. He's going back down to Seiryu. Seiryu is higher, brother. You're dumb as hell. Oh, goofy ass. Oh, I don't actually play ranked, by the way. I don't really like it. I don't like playing against randoms. Fuck you, stupid dickhead. So I've started this year, for some reason, committing to a bit that is also a horrible time to commit to streaming. Because I wanted to make it this year so that every single Steam name that I have is just the amount of weeks that are left in the year, so that I can look at my Steam name and go, Leon, what the fuck are you doing playing Rocket League? You need to do some work right now. But then I realized, oh wait, this is the year where I like actually pick up streaming, so now nobody knows who the fuck I am on the stream. Like, you come into the stream for the first time, it's like, I think Leon plays Kazuya? He could be any of these players. You're never just Leon on Steam. I know I'm not. It was because, like, when the Guilty Gear videos started to do really well, I would occasionally get, like, invites from, like, strangers, and I was like, this is really fucking weird. I'm gonna change my name on Steam, and then I never changed it back. There's two types of Tekken players where you feel a sense of intimidation before you actually get into the game. You run up, and by run up, I mean you get past the loading screen. You see 6 wins, you are dead. You are stream sniping me. Oh god, I'm so sorry that you're about to win. There's 6 wins, guys, and they will fucking kill you. They are nightmarish. They know more about your character, even though they have never played them, just because they have studied the books. They are Ryan Hart, been cloned 7 times. And then there is the random dude who's managed to get 20,000 wins in a game that's been out for like 2 weeks. And it's like, what exactly are you doing? And then you play them, you're intimidated by the number. And then you look around and you're like, is anyone else watching this guy do Hell Sweep and Electric? And that's it? He hits the Electric, he still goes for Hell Sweep? What does he do? What is he doing? If you're ever confused as to which Heihachi is me, it's whichever one clearly doesn't know how to play his character very well. Wait, I won a round? How the hell did that happen? I've not looked over at the chat in a long time. I realized that he was, like, infinitely better than me, and I, like, tried to clock in. Didn't realize that I was unemployed. I don't have an employee card. How am I supposed to clock in without one? I can do funnies as well. Wait. No! What the fuck? You're fucking kidding me. As a wise man once said, look at the time, look at it. Bro, my stream lagged and I thought you just rage ended. Speaking of fucking rage ended, okay, Ed's in the chat so he can like help me out here. Fucking apparently, so my mate Ed, punkduck in the chat, he lives in Brussels. I would give you the exact address, but I just remembered that I don't remember it. So Ed went to Magfest recently. And by recently I mean like, you know, like last week. No, wait, 2 days ago. No, wait, a day ago? Either, the time doesn't particularly matter. But Ed went to Mag recently, and he got talking to a guy who was like a fighting game tournament organizer. And Ed mentioned a habit that I have as a funny, you know, we're done playing kind of bit that I run, where if I'm about to get hit by like rage art or anything that's like very like long animation and I know that I've lost and we're like ending the set anyway, I'll alt F4, you know? As like a funny, like, I'm mad, but like I'm not actually mad, come on. And then he's telling it to this guy at Magfest, complete stranger to Ed. And he mentions that it was me who has that habit. Bro, the guy that Ed is talking to says, oh yeah, Leon Massey. Yeah, I know about that. He does that all the time. Bit of a strange thing to accuse me of, considering I don't do that to strangers. But, you know, whatever. Then he says, yeah, I know because he does it in tournaments. Brother, what are you talking about? I haven't entered a tournament for a fighting game in like almost a year, excluding Rising Thunder tournaments. And I'm now like, have I got a reputation for like rage quitting online in a competitive setting as well? It's not even just like, oh, he fucking alt F4s on ranked. It's like, no, I'm really like showing up, putting my money into a tournament and then going, nah, we're not playing this. I'm slightly paranoid about the potential reality in which I'm bitch made. And I'm like, and now I'm wondering, I'm like, have I actually done that? But I know that I haven't. Because I'm thinking about, like, what tournaments that I've entered, and I'm like, I've entered a Third Strike tournament that was hosted by Cactu, who I definitely know, like, wouldn't... Well, maybe Cactu would say that, but, like, Cactu wouldn't, you know... I don't remember you doing that on your streams. That's what I'm saying. I'm, like, thinking, like, I would have done it on stream at some point. I've definitely got mad on stream. I've definitely got mad as hell on stream. But, like, I'm just like, am I gaining a reputation that I can't even control? Am I soon to be a figment of the imagination of the FGC, but remembered not as little man who makes funny little videos, but instead bitch-made complainer? I mean, maybe that part's already around. What if blood was just lying? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking bro must have just, like, made shit up, because it's like, well, you're in a conversation, you know, it's probably not like a malice thing, but it's like, oh yeah, I want to relate to this guy, I'll, like, make some shit up. I get it, I've done it. I'm just like, what the fuck? There's somebody out there that thinks I'm dumb as hell. And I might even be right. He might be right. Do you ever think about how there's two people inside of you? Not in, like, a literal sense, but, like, you have side one, side two of your brain. And one of them is your, like, conscious, and one of them is your subconscious. You ever think about how your conscious is so incredibly stupid that if you got rid of the personality that was in front of you making all of the bad decisions, you might be the smartest motherfucker alive? I don't know if this is a consistent thought pattern, but I'm starting to think that the part of me that isn't in control of my mouth and 99% of my actions is considerably smarter than the other part of me. What? No? Yes? Okay, I've managed to somehow, even though there's only been 3 chat messages, I've somehow managed to hit the entire spectrum of potential answers to that situation. Wait, why are you guys saying no? That's what I'm saying. Leon confirms he's mentally ill. I'm not mentally ill! I'm not saying that there would be a problem if I was mentally ill. I'm just saying that, like, sometimes the little gremlin in my brain is making the right choices while I'm sat there going, let's play Rocket League. Little gremlin in my brain is going, what if you scrolled the Halo 2 forums for an hour and found an incredible piece of history and made a video about it, while side one of me is going, well, why would I do that when I can scroll Twitter for half an hour and then I can lament playing Valorant for the other half of an hour? Like, what the fuck are you... Should we bring up ADHD again? No. I've been resisting too hard. One day bro will realize. Bro is not... Lil bro doesn't have ADHD. Lil bro's just a bit fucking stupid. And if you're wondering who Lil bro is, you're looking at him. I'll give you one more. Brutalist? Baltic? What was your tag again? I forget. I'll give you one more. Too good playing ass player. Brutalism. That's the one. Bro needs to start taking amphetamines based on what chat is saying. Somebody hand me the fentanyl right now. I don't know what fentanyl is. Can I, as somebody that is a little bit, let's be honest, a little bit shut in, I understand drugs talk as a piece within a context within conversation. Like, if you're talking about you on a night out and you were clubbing and, like, all of this shit, I'm like, brother, I can follow along plenty. I know exactly how much cocaine you're supposed to drink. But the moment that somebody starts to talk about drugs without context, I don't know what anything is. I don't know what heroin is. I don't know what ketamine is. I don't know what weed is. And while that might be like, some people in chat are 14 and they're going based. But as somebody that is now 26 and everyone around me has had life experiences that involves drugs, I can't engage with them in that particular sector that many people's lives have involved. That and, like, university. Because I never went to uni, as you might be able to tell, because I can't, you know, I'm here playing the video game and going, no, it's good, right before the next one comes out, and then next week I'm going to go, that game was shit. But as somebody that hasn't gone to university, that's like another point where it's like, brother, I don't know what we're talking about. Yo, my lecturer was so this, was so that, and we right after the frat house and the sophomore and the getting so fucked up doing the, I don't even know the jargon. And I'm like, brother, I'm lost. Can we talk about working at McDonald's and going, I fucking hate that guy that asked for 20 double cheeseburgers? Yes, it's been 5 years after that guy mentioned 5 double cheeseburgers at 2 in the morning on the drive-thru, but I still think about it because he drove a really nice car and he was with a girlfriend, and I'm thinking to myself, I fucking hate this guy and he's got everything that I want in life. Anyway, now that we've got a little bit too real, let's play funny video game. Leon is breaking down. I'm not breaking down. If I was breaking down, I would have been crying. Fuck drugs? Only kind of. Even as somebody that doesn't... I think that there is a stigma against people that do drugs and like to talk about doing drugs. I think that I've seen too many comments on the internet where it's people that are straight edge that are going, oh, fucking, I'm doing drugs, I'm so cool, and like diminishing people for engaging in a substance, to the point where I'm like, brother, just let them talk about the cat. Just let them have their cat story. Please. I'm too invested in where they went out on the night out and who shit themselves, you know? Have I ever done weed? Yes, I have. But also, I didn't really feel anything particular. I feel like that's like a question at this point where it's like, have you ever smoked a cigarette? And it's like, 100% of people will say yes, but it's like 70% of people have gone, yeah, I smoked a cigarette in a group once, and I went, why the fuck are people doing this? And then the other 30% are going, maybe. Also, by the way, do you have any backy? You know? There's people that are addicted, and then there are people that had it once and went, I don't fucking see the hype. Tobacco makes no sense to me. I'd never even want to try it. You do look pretty cool if you smoke cigarettes, though. Get it twisted. You should smoke cigarettes as a part of your personality. Is that against terms of service? Is that... Am I doing a crime right now? So we do a little bit of lying for the sake of the stream, you know. Yeah, this stream was brought to you by Marlboro cigarettes, by the way. I love Mac DeMarco. I actually do love Mac DeMarco. Mac DeMarco go crazy. He really is an influencer. No! You know, Big Heroin gave me a sponsorship opportunity, but I didn't take it, and that's how you know that this tobacco sponsorship really means something to me, guys. Discount code lung cancer in the chat. What the fuck I'm saying, bro? How did the conversation end up here? I don't even fucking know. Bro, I walked into the stream today and I thought, I have no banter in me. This is gonna be a fucking awful stream. And here we are. Tobacco sponsorship, are we F1? Yeah, and I'm also like a multi-millionaire who paid to be in the sport. In this context. Leon asked what fentanyl was, and now we're here. Leon asked what fentanyl was, and then completely fucking ignored the chat. This is how it normally goes, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. What can I say? Have you tried any button box controllers? Fuck no. For me, fighting games are a fight stick genre. And if I can't play it on a fight stick, it's not a fighting game at that point. So no. Something, what about Super Smash Brothers? I'm not getting into that discussion. We've had that discussion for like 20 years. I don't fucking care about the answer. Let me tell you. Smash Bros is one of those games that has existed for so long that we've run out of any meaningful discourse. And so all of it is just the same 5 talking points repeated over 10 years that you will eventually hear over and over again. And by the time that you hear it the second time around, you go, hold on a minute. I've heard this before. And also, I don't really like anyone that's saying it anymore. I'm gonna leave. Like Rumbleverse, for example. And now this is where people stop going based, and they start going, oh, I don't know about that. Rumbleverse is not a fighting game to me. Because you play it with a controller. Oh, I don't play it with a controller, I play it with a keyboard. This is a fighting game device. You play fighting games on these. And if you can't play it on this, not playing a fighting game. Is it a stupid opinion to hold? 100%. Is it the opinion that I genuinely hold? Only slightly. Fuck you. Anarchy Reigns is a fighting game, so Tony Hawk is a fighting game? Look, Tony Hawk is on Fightcade. That motherfucker is a fighting game. Same with Metal Slug. The rules are getting a bit muddled here now, actually. You know? Tetris the Grandmaster? Yes. Yes, it is. Are claw machines fighting games? No. Claw machines don't have 6 buttons. Oh, no, wait, now the rules are getting too complicated because it's a 4-button fighting game. Fuck. It doesn't have, at minimum, 4 buttons. Oh, shit. Is there any fighting games that are clearly, like, 3-button? Shit. I need to stop scrunching my face up whenever I, like, go to start a tangent. I'm worried that it's gonna, like, cause, like, you know when people get, like, absolutely ripped at the gym and then they can't wipe their butthole anymore because they're just, like, too jacked? I'm worried that I'm gonna do that, but with, like, scrunching my face up whenever I go to have a discussion. I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna go to start a sentence one day, and then I'm just never gonna leave. No, is that a thing? No, is that a thing? Yes, it's a thing. I'm pretty confident that this is a thing. Can somebody in the chat, like, no, this is a thing. This is a thing. I go on many schizophrenic rants and embellishing of the truth. I'm 99% confident that this one's real. Look it up. Look it up. Let's look it up. We're not playing Tekken for a second. Do bodybuilders get so ripped they can't wipe their butt? How do extreme bodybuilders wipe their ass? Do they need bidets or do they need supplements to keep them constipated? Wait, what? Oh, they reach from the front. What am I doing? Of course they do. Fuck, I'm a liar. Okay. Well, I'm not lying for content. I've just been lied to, and now I'm regurgitating misinformation. Call me the Tekken 2 box art. This fucking stream. I don't know what you're talking about. Bears. My bear is definitely ass, but also... Oh, fuck you. What's the combo again? So it's like this, that. Okay. I remember it now. Or I can do that into this. No? Oh, wait. Maybe? I think I remember how to play bears. I really don't. What's up, Leon and chat? You got a lot to catch up on. We've gone through fentanyl. We've gone through big tobacco. We've gone through a lot. From the front is just fucked. I mean, what do you mean? You're still wiping your butthole. The most fucked scenario here is that you don't wipe your asshole at all. Oh yeah, we also are on, right now, we're on can bodybuilders wipe their butthole. Do Panda and Kuma have the same movement? If you're talking about Tekken 8, no idea. If you're talking about Tekken 7, yes. Leon, what is your alcohol of choice? It's like a spirit mixed in a Coke, but also, I think I'm coming to the point in my adult life where I don't like drinking anymore. At New Year's, I had like 2 rum and cokes and I went, I feel like shit and also I don't like this. And then I stopped and I started having a good time again. And so I think I might be in my based no drinking era. Maybe not based, maybe just like standard no drinking era, but I'm starting to think it's not for me. I definitely feel that. I hate drinking now. Like, it's not like I'm like, holy fuck, I don't want to do this. It's like, I could really take it or leave it. Maybe that's just me just being, like, socially inactive, though. I realized at MAG that I can't do spirits anymore. I've accepted the fate of the beer guy, but the thing is, I fucking hate beer. It just doesn't taste good, and it doesn't get me to where I need to be in terms of, like, oh, I want to be drunk, you know? I'm not saying that you should want to be drunk. I'm just saying that, like, it doesn't, you know, achieve the purpose that alcohol sets in my brain. I forgot you were playing Tekken because of the conversation topics. I'll be completely honest. I don't even remember playing Tekken. And I'm doing it right now, apparently. Can I say, my mental recently has been so based. I think on stream the other day where I was like, fuck this guy, I hope that he has an incredible day. I hope that he has a lovely life. I hope there's wife and kids, or potential wife and kids, or potential husband and kids, or just potential husband, or just potential wife. We don't need to feel judged to have kids, especially considering we got a climate crisis that is like, well, it's gonna fucking kill us all. I hope that they all have an incredible day as well. I think doing that has genuinely, like, reset my brain, and it's like, people aren't beating me because they hate me. They're just, like, having a good time playing the video game they like. And I know that, like, that's probably, like, not new information for a lot of people. I don't know. I needed a refresher. I've been in my this guy doesn't hate me as a person because of how I play this fighting game arc. It's good. That's the thing, though. Some people might. I don't know. I've been on Twitter enough to know that there are some fucking insane people that are just like, I hope that this guy who played a character that I don't like in tournament, I hope that he ends up dead. Me looking at every single Tekken player who was born in the 2000s, looking at Super Akuma, getting mad because they think that it's not real Tekken, meanwhile not realizing that Super Akuma could basically kick the shit out of them on every single character in the cast, 2D or otherwise, and they could play Akuma for 1,000 years and they still would never be as good as Super Akuma. Anyway, now that I'm done slurping the Gurpy of European Tekken, fuck Akuma. Leon, stop being on twitter.com, it's bad for you. This, true, you've got a point. People hating Super Akuma because he plays, because the character that he plays is the wildest shit. Hate the character and not the guy. That's what I've been saying. Also, Super Akuma is one of the very few, like, Tekken players where I'm like, bro has, like, a personality whenever he plays. Every time I look at Super Akuma, I'm like, I'm rooting for him. I'm not going to say it publicly because people don't like his character, but I'm always rooting for that motherfucker because you see him playing on the sticks, on the box specifically, and you're like, bro is in it. Bro, like, wants this win. Yes, let's fucking go. Let's actually have a personality. Esports players have a personality challenge. Very, very hard, but not impossible. Him flipping off the camera that one time was fucking hilarious. Do you mean the time when he broke his finger? Or, like, broke a nail because he was playing so hard? Or do you mean the time where he just flipped off the camera for no reason? When he hurt his hand, yeah, it's pretty good. I was there for it. I thought it was funny as hell. I say this, but I hated Bayo mains in Smash 4, so I'm not one to judge. You've got a point. You've got a very strong point. But a lot of Bayo mains were fucking babies about their character as well. Everyone was like, I fucking hate this character. I fucking hate this character. And Bayo players were like, actually, you're all just fucking bad. And it's like, brother, you are carried so insanely fucking hard by your character. What the fuck are you talking about? How does someone game so hard that they break a nail? I mean, like, if you're like, think about, like, what your finger is. It's like a little... It's just like a little flesh packet with a thing, with a bone inside of it. If you, like, smack it hard enough, you'll fucking send it right backwards. You'll do a Mortal Kombat on your own little thingies. It's possible, is all I'm saying. Genuine question, do people feel like Akuma players are carried by the character? I'm not particularly sure, but based on online discussion, maybe. But then again, it's like, are you seeing the insane people that aren't representative of, like, anyone other than themselves? Or are you seeing insane people that are representative of, like, everyone else that's on QAnon? It's hard to tell sometimes. Didn't some Rivals of Aether guy break his shoulder popping off? What? I don't remember that. I feel like I would have heard about that, but, like, at the same time, I don't really pay that much attention to competitive Rivals of Aether. What the fuck? Does bro have weak bones? How do you do that? Shoulder blade's like a big bone. How the fuck do you do that? H-Box popping off into breaking his foot was iconic. I think it's more iconic that H-Box popped off so hard in an online tournament that he passed out. I think that's insane. Yes! Fuck yeah! Yeah, And I don't know if, like, anyone's ever going to top it on, like, moments of completely unnecessary excitement in a video game. I love the H-Box pass out pop off. I mean, it was COVID times. Maybe he had, like, you know, maybe he was ill. Something. I don't know. Cake Assault dislocated his shoulder. Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell? Yeah, that's insane. I mean, like, good on him for having such a strong emotional response that he's willing to break his shoulder for the bit. I can't wait for Rivals 2. Ed in chat is a Rivals 2 hater, and I feel like I'm the only Rivals 2 apologist on the planet every time I talk to him. Because every time I look at it, I go, no, this game looks sick, and he's like, no, 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 grabbing. I'm like, I don't know, I fucking like grabs. Stupid ass. Shut up, Ed, you fucking dickhead. I just saw the pass out pop off for the first time. It's genuinely like a piece of history. I'm shocked that you've only just seen it. First time message in chat. I had a girl in my high school who break. That's it. I love that. End of the story. She break. Don't even know what she broke. She just break. Love that. Love that for her. Incredible. B accidentally hitting enter. Who broke her wrist. Oh my god. Oh, okay. No, Jesus Christ. That's awful. That's like a celebrity deathmatch moment. What the hell? I don't think I've ever broken a bone, which, to be completely honest, is like genuinely shocking considering I used to skate a lot as a kid. One of the things that I want to see in Tekken 8 when you're in one of these ranked waiting rooms, ranked waiting rooms, like when I press a button, I want to see the frame advantage. I want to know if I am plus enough on down 2 into hunting stance to get one of the little mids out as a frame trap. And I don't know. You can see the frame data display if you brought the DLC. Am I stupid as hell? No. The frame data is DLC. I know that. I know the frame data is DLC. But I don't think it works in that mode specifically. You're on site e-boy mode, by the way. We're getting your ass. I don't know what you've done. Well, you might have sent Ed an email and me an email telling us to kill ourselves. Maybe. There was a guy who... So, somebody in the chat has just said, I'm krilling myself. And there was a guy in my emails, like 6 months ago, who told me to krill myself. And then... So 6 months have gone by between then and now. And then last week, I got an email back from the same guy who opened it with, my apologies. I meant kill yourself. And I'm like, well... At least he's honest. Straight to the point. Yeah. I appreciate the conviction, at the very least. Alright, let's play one more. My voice is going, and I'm like, my neck. I don't want to, like, burn myself out before Tekken 8 comes out, which, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, like, stream at, like, midnight. I'm like, brother, I don't want to fucking stream at midnight, stupid ass. Europeans stay losing once again on game releases. Bullshit. America gets to be like, oh, I'm gonna get a full night's sleep, and then I'm gonna stream Tekken 8 in the morning until like 2 a.m. Meanwhile, in Europe, we're going, fucking hell, geez. Look at these fucking times. They want me to work at 11 p.m. all the way till 8 in the fucking morning. Ridiculous. Why is the Steam profile picture Click? Because it's Ed. And I know it's Ed because that's his fucking Steam dumb bullshit. He's in the chat right now. Sat there going fucking, what if I played Leroy? Oh my god, no. Against Leon, that would be so funny. Fucking stupid ass. To be honest, Click is based. I don't know, and I will not say yes, just in case you are lying. Dickhead, I can't believe I'm gonna lose my own fucking hairline. I'm gonna have to, like, actually play, like, some fucking Tekken. You're plus there? I can't believe that I'm, like, actually, like, tryharding right now against somebody that I've played, like, fucking 400 games against. Fuck you, Ed. Making me, like, not talk on my stream. You shitter. No, you dickhead. I can't alt F4. I can't alt F4. Motherfucker. That was the last game. You all heard me say it. Alright. Let's disappear. We explosion, etc, etc. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all when Tekken 8 comes out at 11 p.m. my time. Damn, you fucked that guy up. Damn, Ed, you should fucking... I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I was gonna say. Fuck you, Ed. I hope you end up in that car fire. It's not much better, if I'm being honest. Whatever. Okay, bye-bye.